You. What's up, y'all? Tell Like It Is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. You know, I'm going to also upload this one on my BitChute page. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my BitChute page, man. A lot of videos from channels that got deleted and things like that is still over there, man. I actually was just watching one of my videos from like a couple years ago and shit. That was kind of wild. But anyway, let's get into this, man. So Candace Owens interviews this woman that, you know, I guess she banged 100 dudes in the same day for a video shoot. You know what I mean? I just want to show y'all how, you know, caping and capping can get you to land right on your face. All right. Now, as far as Candace Owens go, y'all know how I be feeling about Candace Owens sometimes. Sometimes Candace Owens be doing the most. She be cooning sometimes. But sometimes she be keeping that shit 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be honest about that. All right. So, but in this situation, man, I think Candace Owens did this interview with this woman and immediately regretted it. This woman has, a lot of people seen her video of her crying and breaking down, talking about the situation. But, you know, here it is, Candace Owens thinking she's going to come through and speak up for this white woman. You know what I'm saying? And only for the white woman to pretty much, you know, not, at least in these clips that I'm seeing, you know, pretty much not. Like, she'll make all the excuses in the world for this chick, but, you know, when it was, you know, if that would have been somebody, you know, I can't even say that because she actually did come out here for Kanye. She did jump out there for Kyrie Irving, so I can't even say that. But in this situation, like I said, she jumped out the window and instantly regretted this one. But let's get into it.
You know, you were crying, and I get obviously what attracts you to this. I'm not gonna be patronizing in these questions. It's money and it's fame. You know, these are demonic possessions. You know what people will do for this sort of attention. You're getting a lot.
And also, we're gonna go into that chick Pearl and her reaction to Candace Owens as well. So I meant to throw that. I meant to say that at the beginning. But anyway, let this keep going. Fair accuse.
Right now, because you've done something. You're saying you're going to do something that no person has done and sleep with 1,000 people in one day. But how do you ignore what you felt after that and how you felt after that and just put on a happy face and pretend that it's normal when it so clearly was not? Like, you clearly were traumatized by the experience.
I personally don't.
Well, I don't think she was traumatized. I just think she was, you know, this is going on BitChute anyway. I think she, hold on. Let me see. Am I over the 2-minute mark? All right, yeah. I think she was dicked out. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I mean? So for her, I don't think it was a traumatized situation. Some of these girls, man, I'm going to just keep it $1 bean. Some of these women out here, dog, are savages, straight up and down, straight up beast. You know what I'm saying? They can go all day and they can go all night. And they can do it with multiple people, too, with no problem, okay? Anyway, let this keep going.
Like, you clearly were traumatized by the experience.
I personally don't think I was traumatized. I chose to do this. This was something that I wanted to do. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it was fucking easy, but I don't.
Look at Candace. Look at Candace's face. She like, who set me up to motherfucking do this interview? Who told me to do this interview, this woman right here? She got me looking bad. Here it is. I'm thinking I'm coming to save a damsel in distress, or whatever the term is. And this woman just got up here and said I was not traumatized. Like, oh my God, I got egg on my face now.
I think I was traumatized from it at all. I think as well.
Look, she biting her lip and shit. Yeah, okay, is Candace on the candy or something? What's going on, man?
See, from what you might have seen from the documentary, like.
Look, she just keep gnawing on that lip. She want to say something, or she's having instant regret about this interview.
A lot. The good points I talked about was also very much cut out. You know, at the end of the day, they're there to tell a narrative. And that's kind of the narrative that they went for, is like, this seems like a sad girl, you know, and I don't want people to pity me or feel sorry for me. This is what I chose to do.
Right, but why were you crying? Are you saying these were happy tears?
No, I was extremely overwhelmed. Like, it was very intense. And Yeah, I mean, the experience was obviously, like, we had like an hour conversation after, and obviously when he started probing me about some experiences in it, it was, you know, it brought up some tears. I'm a very emotional girl, so I cry a lot.
Yeah, wait.
All right. So this is another part of the interview as well. She starts pretty much talk about the girl parents, but let's get into this.
It led me to this choice in life, but you don't seem to have recognized your mother's abuse in this, which is quite alarming to me. So I'm just curious about your relationship with her.
I mean, my parents definitely don't describe having as, what did you say? Sorry, abusive or
I don't think it's abusive. I think your daughter being violated 100 times by strangers is abusive.
So my parents don't describe it as being violated. They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal, and to be honest, my parents, they don't necessarily.
Okay, when you know, a lot of these liberal women, you know, they like to throw that thing around. All right. So it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, Candace Owens, I don't know if Candace Owens got a cold or something. She can't barely breathe through her nose or something. I don't know if Candace Owens is on that, you know, on that white girl. I don't know what's going on, but she's doing a lot of fidgeting, or she's having some form of instant regret about this particular interview.
They're not coaching me into.
And is it complete? Like, you know how somebody want to butt in, but you know they gotta let them talk. Like they almost can't believe. Like Candace Owens almost want to pull the, you know, like you know, you be talking like black women and shit in your family and shit. You know, you get to say something, they don't even want to hear what you got to say, even if you all the way in the right. They just butt cutting you off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Candace Owens' inner black woman is starting to come out of her. But anyway, let me let this keep going.
They're not telling me, please keep having these people at all. They're not, you know, they're not really exactly, I wouldn't really say like supportive, but at the end of the day, they love me. And what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, you know, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me. You know, they just want to do what they can to help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like I think that would just make everyone more upset.
Are you giving your mom time? I'm not arguing that they should disown you. I mean, I understand like a mother's love for their child. I'm saying that it is unnatural for your mother to be counting the finances that you're earning from having 100 strangers violate you on the internet for cash, you know?
Well, Candace Owens, if she signed up to do it, then in that situation, it is not really a violation, Candace. They paid her, they negotiated a contract, obviously. They paid her what she asked for or what the rate was to do this shit. It's something that she wanted to do on her bucket list. And because you've seen an interview of this girl crying, you want to interview her and try to, you know, look, man, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It can't happen. You know what I'm saying? It can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down.
And that is the part that there's just no way to normalize that. There's no way to normalize that. I'm a parent. There's no way, like I have a daughter, and the idea of being involved in that, like it's not saying that if she goes down that path that you're not going to be there and pray and hope that, you know, she changes and speak to her about that and say, I'm always going to love you. But I view it as predatory, parental behavior. And I don't think
predatory parental behavior. Okay. So now listen, at the end of the day, you know, like I said, when it comes down to the situation with the mom being involved with this woman's finances and all that, that's their own business. I don't know what standpoint the mom could be coming through when it comes down to that. Like, look, at least if you're going to make some dumbass decision, you know, with the shit you out here wanting to do, at least I'm going to control your finances so you're not out here getting dicked out and losing your money. You know what I'm saying? And getting jerked out of your money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you going out here getting an agent and shit like that that's going to fuck you over, so you're going to be getting fucked on cam and you're going to be getting fucked off cam. Okay, so at least, you know, in that situation, I can protect you getting fucked off cam. All right. Am I in any form of agreement with any of this shit? No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. People going to be people, and you know, you got freaks. There's always freaks out here, straight up and down.
I don't think it's fair to even describe it as my parents are liberal. I mean, I'm obviously not a liberal, I'm a conservative, but none of my liberal friends, liberal family members, their parents would view this also as demonic, whether they have faith or not. They would just...
Yeah, they would, Candace.
What parent would want that for their child? Because your mother is old enough to understand what the implications are for your future. You know, you already comprehend what the futures are, making it. I get that you turn everything into a joke. I think you do that really to protect yourself as an armor. I don't think you actually think it's funny, but to recognize that like you're a beautiful young girl, and you're never going to have the prospects. You're not going to have a man that wants to have a family with you because they're going to see you as damaged goods. Your mother.
Candace Owens, in reality, okay, this is a pretty female. We're not even going to sit up there and hold you. This is a pretty little snow bunny. Nigga, somebody's still going to wipe. When she's ready to, I guess, to settle down, there's always going to be a simp in the game waiting to cash in on a chick like this, straight up and down. They're going to be like, yo, yeah, man, I got this little hot chick, da-da-da-da, until they look her up. And like I said, a motherfucker going to be like, look, dog, that's her past. So Candace, she still got a long way to go. So getting up here trying to play Captain Save a hoe is kind of wild coming from you, Candace. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you. It's kind of wild that you're out here trying to play Captain Save a hoe. And you're very nice with this particular woman. You know, it's very, very kind of strange in my book. You know what I'm saying? Normally Candace always be kind of laying into motherfuckers and shit. But with this woman, you know, Candace, do you like this woman? Or Candace, did you have to suffer some form of trauma with the Daily Wire, huh? Was they in there DPing you, huh, Candace? Well, Mr. Ben Shapiro, Candace, get over here, Candace. Okay. See, Candace, you want to keep your job, huh? Okay, well, my buddies, okay, and the execs, they want to have a meeting with you, Candace. And they're not looking to talk about anything, Candace. They want to ravishly deal with you. They want to, feel on your titties. They want to rub on your ass. Okay? They want to hit you doggy style. Is that the kind of stuff you had to suffer through at the Daily Wire, Candace? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Blink twice if that's the case.
Taking in that, just so you know, is a form of abuse. It is. It's abusive.
I personally don't see it as that. I mean, my mum's just trying to help.
Look at that. The woman, she keeps... Look, Candace like, oh my fucking goodness. Yeah, honestly, this is what Candace get for jumping out the window and trying to, save this woman. You know what I'm saying? When these women get into these, I don't know, this might be a young chick. If she is a young chick or she's my age, like a lot of time these women are still out here having their fun and they got a bucket list. They got a bucket list of shit that they want to do, okay? White girls, they want to bang a lot of dudes. They want to take trips. They want to sleep with different races of men. You know what I'm saying? At least once. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that they want to do on their bucket list. Okay? Having a family is not one of them. All right? Clearly, it's not that, Candace. So I don't know why you're trying to save this woman. Okay?
Me. But what then would you suggest my mother does?
Try to talk you out of it. Like a mom. This mom is supposed to guide their children when they're doing decisions like that and say, listen, I understand you may think this is that, or you may think it's this way, but you're a beautiful...
Look at this woman. This woman has a blank stare. Like, my mom's not going to tell me to do anything. I'm going to do what I want to do, okay? You heard the woman. She says she's very liberal, okay? So I don't know if Candace trying to baptize somebody into conservatism. Now is not the time, and this is not the woman for the shit. You know what I mean? There might be some women out there that's ready to give up their whole ways and, talk about men did this and did that to them, even though they had a contract and agreed to do a lot of this shit. But somehow this shit is the man's fault. That's the one shit I didn't like about it, because Candace, you're painting the picture like these 100 men's fault. All right? Now, listen, for one man to be... for 100 men to be wanting to run up in the same chick in the same, like, kind of time, like, all right, my turn, your turn, my turn. Like, to me, that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot about the men, all right? But, yeah, that just says a lot about the men. But does that mean that, like they raping this chick or something? Like, damn, Candace, you trying to make it seem like they forced this woman to do this shit. Like, they was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is, they've been ready to shoot this scene. They probably been built up. And yeah, them niggas is ready to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. They may not even be niggas and shit, but, they ready to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. They ready to throw D up in the chick mouth. Or, excuse my language, YouTube, but this also going on BitChute as well. They ready to throw D up in the girl mouth. They ready to, put it, you know what I'm saying? you know, a lot of, you know, some men like, you know, putting it up women's, you know, not the good hole, but you know, the other hole at the end of the day, right? Me, I'm not really a fan of that. That's my personal opinion. Everybody has their things, but you know, you got motherfuckers that's itching to want to throw it up in there. You know what I'm saying? This little pretty little snow bunny, they ready to, you know what I'm saying? They ready to smother out straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And she ready to get smothered out. So yeah, you know, if there was some points where she felt robotic, where guys is like, yo, hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Turn over here, turn over there, turn over there. Listen, she just smoked 100 dudes at the end of the day. She got 100 different dudes, semens, and DNA inside of her. That woman was going through a transformation. You know what I'm saying?
Young girl, you have your entire future ahead of you. You have two parents that love you. You know, you could marry a man and raise children and have a happily ever after. Or you could be the girl who everyone knows who can't have a child that goes to school bringing in.
All right. All right, so we back. My bad.
Broke down crying. Like you.
So this is another artist. So the woman's name is obviously Lily Phillips. Okay. So anyway, let's get into this.
The mask slipped, and she said, "I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed. It felt like robotic, and I'm just overwhelmed." And yeah, because there's 100 men that are ushering in there, and they were pressuring her like, "You promised I'd get 3 minutes."
Okay, so now the men. So she sought out all the men. And, like, listen to her word choice. They're pressuring her.
Because they were...
She recruited them.
She hunted them.
It's smart people. Like, Candace Owens is smart.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I didn't understand. Maybe this might be, ain't her, you know, this might be her, you know, ain't her husband like British or some shit like that, or like somewhere from there, or got people from there? Maybe this is like a family member of somewhere around the way of somebody from her husband's family or something. I don't know, but it really did not make sense to get out here and make it seem like this shit is the men's fault. So the porn industry, we're going to blame this on scenes in porn industries. We're always going to blame this on the men. Always the man? Always the man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this woman picked these motherfuckers out. They signed the contract. She willingly came out here and was talking about how she wanted to sleep with 1,000 men in a day. And she was already throwing that box around, probably for free. Okay? But now, all of a sudden, the men were pressuring her. Come on, Candace, this was a bad look. And I know Candace instantly regretted this shit as the interview was going on. You can see it all in her face, but maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But anyway, let me let Pearl keep going.
Industry, speaking to her about what it took for her to pretend to be confident, because she said the reason why these OnlyFans models pretend that doesn't bother them and that doesn't disrupt their spirit is because the men want to believe you're into it, right? So if you're
okay, so now the only reason they're acting like they like it is because the men want you to like it. So you have to pretend. So there's no way they could actually like it. They just have to pretend. And, you know, for people that are journalists, like most of the people covering this stuff are journalists. You know, the equivalent of that, what would be equivalent? Oh, I robbed a bank, but it was only because everyone just pressured me into robbing a bank.
Oh, I robbed the bank because my fiance pressured me to get that $25,000 diamond ring.
Yeah, me and my... I was pressured because my wife she wanted the best things, and I just had to rob the bank. It's real convenient. And it's real convenient that now, after they can say they don't like it, I'm just saying it's convenient.
Do you think they would ever blame women for, like, the fact that their husband, like, robbed the bank? She was high maintenance. She wanted the material things. She was a material girl.
Never. It's just this.
And in the society that we in, the men is always going to get the blame for shit. Like I said, here it is. A woman, Candace Owens is up here defending a woman who clearly jumped out here and said she's a clean liberal at the end of the day. So, you know, the fact that, you know, that shit is going on is just kind of, It's kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Yeah, this shit is crazy.
Simping in conservatism is just so, it's so frustrating because it's like you guys will stand up for everything else, but you won't stand up for men and hold women accountable.
Yeah. Women do not get held accountable in this society, and that's just what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The only thing we can do as far as men, and especially women, if you happen to listen to this channel, you know, is just try to raise your kids the best way possible. Not saying that you can raise your kids the best way possible and still they fuck around and get into bullshit and get into shit that you might not agree with. All right. But, you know, at the end of the day, accountability has to be number one. Okay. Accountability, got to be accountable for the shit that you out here doing, straight up and down. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, if she's a conservatism, if Candace is a conservative and she's up here, she's almost acting like a liberal. That's like the stance a liberal woman would take. Oh, the men was pressuring her, and the only reason why these OnlyFans girls really be, you know, because they want the men. Well, they bitch get a job. Go get a job then. The fuck is you doing? You know, being OnlyFans models and shit, or just say you doing it for the money. Don't blame the men. Oh, because the men like it. You know, this is the reason. No, then go get a job then. You know what I'm saying? Burger King is hiring. McDonald's is hiring. You can go get you a CNA. You know, a lot of women in that. It's a lot of shit that women can get. Get you a secretary job, get you an office job. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all kind of shit. I seen a bitch doing truck driving the other day. That shit blew my mind and shit at work. I was like, hold up, this little bitch. She had the nerve, though. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you, though. The bitch had the nerve to jump on here. Can you grab the stuff off the truck for me? I'm like, well, at first I didn't know what the fuck she talking about. I'm like, what are you talking? What does this bitch want? I'm thinking she wanted something from the job or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, you know, whatever, you know, she probably want to ask about, you know, something to do with her car or something. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. You know, she comes through with the slip in her hand. So obviously it's a delivery for our job and shit. Bitch come through talking about some, oh yeah, can you take this stuff off of me? Nah, hell no, I ain't about to, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? I was busy though. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you. I was busy. You know what I'm saying? Number two, I'm not doing your job for you. Other than that, what the fuck you doing working this job? You taking up a job that another brother can be having. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day one. Shout out to the new ones, man. Make sure you niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.